Judge, we ready to begin.
Judge, you're on mute.
09.
What are you saying?
Sorry about that. State all-purpose calendar. The Thursday, October the 9th. Who do we have first?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Position 38, Miss Ingram. I believe she has a private attorney.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. That would be me, Eutropia Robinson, on behalf of Ms. Ingraham.
Okay.
I'm actually sitting outside the ACDC right now. I wasn't clear on how the hearing was going to be conducted.
Oh,
But we're here.
okay. Good. All right. This is 25 CR 006123F.
Yes,
And what do we have, State?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't believe that Ms. Robinson received a offer on this because I didn't know you were attorney of record. So nice to meet you, Ms. Robinson.
nice to meet you as well. Are you Mr. Jordan?
No, Rhodes.
Okay, I got an email yesterday, but I was in court yesterday. But she was only arrested 10 days ago. She's been in custody since then. I'm not sure how it got bound over from Fairburn Municipal, but this is a DUI and a speeding. We haven't even had a chance to consider any evidence or any police report.
Right.
She wants to be heard on the matter of bond today.
Just bond today. Okay, I figured
Yeah.
as much. I have an offer for you, but if it's too premature for the offer, then I am totally fine with the judgment Mincy with setting bond in this case. If you don't
Well,
mind.
I would consider the offer by the end of the calendar.
Okay. It is standard. I could just give it to you. I know that there's two total. One that is from earlier in the year. I don't know if that one ever got resolved, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm treating this as a first because I don't believe that did get resolved.
Okay.
So it's on the DUI, the risk reduction, ADET, alcohol drug evaluation and treatment, 40 hours of community service, the victim impact panel. Obviously, she's already completed 24 hours of mandatory confinement and a $500 fine. On the failure to maintain lane, a $200 fine. And on the speeding, which was a 79 and a 55, a $250 fine. So a global of $950 in fines plus fees. And then on the failure to signal, lane change, or turn, I will submit a NOD or null pros for that charge.
Okay. Honestly, I can speak to her by the end of the calendar and I can let you know.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can be put in a breakout room or if I should walk over here across the street and go and talk with her. I don't.
ACDC. Hold on a second. I'm not for sure if they have capabilities. Let's see if they have a phone down there to put you all in breakout. How can this defendant speak with her counsel?
If she put her phone number in the chat, I can call her.
Okay,
All right,
great.
will do. Thank- So, Your Honor, if you would hold for our announcement after I have a chance to speak with her.
Okay, we'll do that.
Thank you.
When you have done that, come back on. We won't make you wait to the end or anything.
We'll do. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You have anyone ready in courtroom 2?
We go to Mr. Burnwell. Burnwell, come on. I'm over here. You over there?
Do we have a position for that one?
7 through 13.
Thank you.
Oh, Burwell. I thought he said Barnwell. I was looking at BAR. Yes. 7 through 13. All right, state, we have a lot of cases here. Or is it the same defendant? Or different defendants, different cases over a span of, looks like
Yep.
from February, May, December,
Yes, Your Honor. Same defendant.
same defendant, okay.
Ready to proceed?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So Your Honor, this is a negotiated plea, correct, Mr. White?
That's correct.
Position 7, let's see, this would all really run concurrent with position 10, which is docketed to 25 CR 005982Y. The state's recommendation for position 7 would be 12 months probation concurrent with position 10, credit for time served, balance probated, SDET, no further contact with Michael Scott. Position 8 for the improper solicitation, that'll be 12 months. Balance suspended, stay away from the intersection of 138 and I-85 Union City. We would ask that he meet with a social worker. For position 9, the improper solicitation, the other one, 12 months suspended, stay away from the intersection of 138 and 185 South in Union City, so same location. And for position 10, the terroristic threats and acts, 12 months served, 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated, MHET, 12-week anger management, and I believe, yes, for positions 11, 12, and 13, those FTAs will be null prost upon acceptance of the plea. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea, and if we could sound for Mr. Michael Scott.
All right. Mr. Michael Scott, are you on the Zoom? No, I don't think he is. All right. State, do you have anything?
Sorry, Your Honor, what was that?
I said, do you have anything to say on the plea terms? Questions?
Is there something specific you're inquiring about, Your Honor?
No, just didn't know if you had anything to add.
I believe that's it.
Okay, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so, Mr. Burwell, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you wish to make a plea today to those charges and to the terms and conditions as read by your counsel?
As you see, Your Honor, I'm in a wheelchair. Yes, if I can get out of jail today, yes, I will.
Well, Mr. Burwell, as we talked about, it's probably going to be tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, as soon as possible.
As soon as the jail can process you, we have no control over that.
Yeah.
And Judge,
I understand. I got
But
you.
my question to you is, do you want to take a plea to those charges today?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
do? All right, I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure that you understand the plea and that you know what you're doing today. First, I want you to raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down for me. First question I have is that are you under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
I understand.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
I understand.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation may be revoked or affected by this guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
I do.
And so, as to all of these charges, it's quite a few of them. And you want to plead guilty, correct?
To all of them. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, good. All right, I don't have anything else. You understand there's
You're-
quite a few conditions on them?
Yeah, I'll have to get that sorted out when, I guess.
And Your Honor, I'd like to address the probation issues briefly, if I could.
Yes.
Mr. Burwell has had 3 different surgeries in the last 6 months, 2 hip replacements and a knee replacement. We would ask that you waive his probation fees. He's not going to be able to work anytime soon, and that his probation terminate or go non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
State would have concerns about that given the nature of the charge for position 7. So
Which-
we would object to that.
And Judge, that charge is 3.5 years old at this point, so just noted.
That is a little concerning. I'll give him 6 months of fee reduction for the probation. And I want him to report the whole time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right.
Good.
Good luck to you, Mr. Burwell.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come on, Snell. We go to, Mrs. Snell.
And Judge, Ms. Robinson did confirm that it will be a plea this morning, so whenever the court is ready.
Can we do that one first? And then go to courtroom 2?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready.
Okay, hold on, let me. That was which position?
38.
38. All right, this is 25 CR 006123F. Is it Taija Ingraham? And I understand she's pleading guilty today. What do we have, State?
Yes, Your Honor. As it relates to the case that Your Honor just called out, I'll begin with count 2, which is the DUI, driving under the influence of alcohol. The state's recommendation is that she undergo a risk reduction course. She also undergo an alcohol and drug evaluation and treatment if necessary. That she completes a victim impact panel. That she also completes 40 hours of community service. Your Honor, as she served 24 hours of mandatory confinement, which she already has, and that on that count, we're asking for a $500 fine. On count 1, which is the failure to maintain lane, we're asking just for a $200 fine. And on count 3, which is the speeding, we're asking for a fine of $250 for a total of $950 in fines plus court costs, which could be paid while on probation. And on the failure to maintain lane, no, I'm sorry, not failure to maintain lane. I believe it's
The signal.
signal. We're going to enter a null process on that count.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, that's your understanding, counsel?
Yes,
Robin?
Your Honor, that is my understanding, and that is what was relayed to Ms. Ingraham just a few minutes ago. She does understand the state's recommendation, understands what would be required of her. And as I stated earlier, Ms. Ingraham has been in custody for the past 11 days on these charges. So she is quite ready to get it resolved. So at that, we would ask that the court would accept the recommendation of the state.
All right. And Ms. Ingraham, I understand that you wish to plead guilty to the charges today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can't hear you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure that you understand your plea, the terms and conditions for that as well. Raise your right hand for me. Confirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury.
Yes, sir.
All right, put your hand down for me. First question is, are you under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding? Huh? I didn't hear you.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself? Did you understand that you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption, to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone told you that you'd receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation may be revoked or affected because of this guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And so I will accept that guilty plea. And you can check back with your attorney on completing those terms and conditions and signing up with probation, okay?
Thank you.
All right, anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor, that's all I have, if I may be excused.
Yes, you may. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. All right, now we'll go back to courtroom 2. And tell me which position again. I apologize.
This is position 54, Your Honor, and there'll be a negotiated plea.
All right. This is 25 FTA 001887. Anthony Scott.
Number position 54, Charles Snell.
Oh, Charles Snell. I apologize. 54. I thought you said 52. 54, 25 CR 005715B, Charles Snell, charged with 1 count of SB and a 2nd count of criminal trespass.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right.
On position 54, for count 1, the SB states recommendation here is 12 months, serve 60 days, credit for time served, balance probated, 20 hours community service, undergo SDET, completing the required treatment. No further contact with Hattie Piper. For count 2, the criminal trespass, 12 months probation concurrent with count 1. Stay away from 131 Ponce de Leon Avenue, and that is an apartment complex. We would ask that the court sound for Miss Hattie Piper when appropriate, and we would ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
All right. And counsel in courtroom 2, tell me your name. I apologize.
Tyshawn Tucker.
Right. That's your understanding of the plea terms?
Yes, Your Honor, that was our understanding of the plea, and we do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
All right. And so, Mr. Snell, I need to ask you some questions to make sure you understand the plea that you're taking today, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, first question is, you can put your hand down. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
No.
All right, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
I am.
You need to talk to him.
I am.
Has
And,
anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
Do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation may be revoked because of your guilty plea here today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea and you can speak to your attorney later about the completion of those terms and conditions.
You said it later, like, meaning like you want me to call her?
I'm sorry?
I'm not sure when you want me to speak to my attorney. Is this post, like, after this hearing?
Right, she will explain to you how you complete those terms and make sure that you get those things done. You've got to get some evaluations. You've got to do community service, report to probation, no further contact with Heidi Piper, and to stay away from 131 Ponce de Leon. When you complete those conditions,
Heidi Piper? Heidi Piper? Nothing. Can't speak to her. Yeah.
all right, do you understand this plea and you're going to be able to complete these conditions, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Or
Absolutely.
abide by these conditions?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right, thank you.
Next, Your Honor, is position 43 and 44, Ayana McCall.
Okay, this is 24 CR 0000715J and 25 FTA 0018886. Ayana McCall. What do we have, counsel?
It'll be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay,
They both.
and have those terms?
yes, Your Honor. For the simple assault family violence, the state's recommendation is 12 months, served 70 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete FIP, no further contact with Jerry Hayes, stay away from 390 Westlake Avenue, Northwest Atlanta, and 40 hours community service. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. And we would like to sound for Jerry Hayes at this time.
All right, Mr. Jerry Hayes. Right, not here. All right. And I understand, Ms. McCall, Ayana McCall, you wish to plead guilty today, is that correct?
Ma'am.
All right, I'm going to swear you in and then ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea for today. And I'm sorry, Councilman, 44 will be no pause.
No process upon acceptance of the plea, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down for me. First question I have is, are you presently under the ending?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yeah.
And are you prepared to and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation may be revoked or affected because of the guilty plea today? And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea and you understand the conditions. You've got a couple things you need to do there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? All right, I will accept the plea.
Your Honor, we would like to request that once she completes FFIP, in the community service, that she be allowed to go on non-reporting status.
Your Honor, we would object to that. One, this is a family violence case, and the second, there's a history of probation violations, most recent of which was 2024.
All right, I will deny that request and she will stay on probation, and report the whole time. The full 12 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
We go to position 34, Judge.
All right.
Mr. Grissom.
This is 25 CR 005944C. Ricky Grissom, charged at 1 count of simple battery.
Yes, Your Honor, as it relates to position number 34, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 45 days, the balance on probation. Obviously, credit for the time that he's already served, that he undergo and take a anti-theft course, and also a 12-week of anger management, and that he stay away at this time from 1407 Metropolitan Parkway in southwest Atlanta, Georgia. He's to have no further contact with Manpreet, that's spelled Manpreet, Singh, Singh, and that is the state's recommendation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, PD, will you still stipulate?
We do, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and Mr. Grissom, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? I'm sorry?
Good.
All right, put your hand down for me. You'll probably have to come a little closer to the mic so we can hear you and the court reporter can record. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding? All right, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney? Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself? That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today? Has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty today?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty today?
No.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be revoked or affected by the guilty plea today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes.
All right. I will accept your guilty plea.
Yes.
All right. Hold 1 second. All right. What do we have next?
Position,
I'm sorry, I think that plea was completed. Was it counsel anything else?
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor. We would ask if it is possible to go non-reporting after completion of conditions.
State,
No objections, Judge.
all right. You can go non-reporting after completing his conditions.
next is position 40 and 41, Jean Baptiste.
Okay,
All right, so. Lost her, right? Think about it. One of the things that they're about her. As was better, right? So we got September 3rd. Which we won't get at this fall. What, sometime. Hopefully one morning, so.
all right, this is position 40 and 41. Is it Jayla John Baptiste, case number 24 CR 005084J and 25 FTA 001885.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe the announcement was it was modification of bond is what they were seeking, but the individual's being held on an FTA. So I'm not sure what would be modified here.
Who's representing this defendant?
I believe it's PD Tucker. I could be wrong.
Peggy Tucker? I don't see her on the screen.
Your Honor.
Jayla Jean Baptiste.
Oh, sure.
She's speaking with the client in the courtroom, Judge.
Oh, okay.
There's in position 40.
She's ready, Judge.
Right, this is 40 and 41. Jayla Jean Baptiste.
Yes, Your Honor. We're requesting a bond hearing on this position, a bond modification.
Is it just a bond hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Miss Jean Baptiste is 30 years of age. She was able to provide me with a new residential address. She is an Atlanta native. She does work in the area. She has 2 jobs, one at a BP gas station and the other at Kazuma as a bartender. She's the primary caregiver for a 2-year-old and 4-year-old. The current bond is set on a failure to appear. She didn't receive the mail on that, due to there being a stay away ordered on her home. For the underlying case, the battery offense, she was ordered to stay away, and as a result of that, she's been displaced and homeless for the past year. So she wasn't able to provide a new mailing address to the court, and her old mailing address was no longer correct. So we're requesting a signature bond. She served 10 days on this charge, and she would like to resolve the case at a later date.
I would say, Your Honor, I mean, it is on the defendant to update their address with the court wherever they end up residing. But for this defendant, she has FTAs from 2018 and 2024, that 2024 one being out of different county, that being Clayton County. So this is not something new for the defendant here. What's more, the appropriate forum for this, since she's being held on an FTA, is resolution by the trial judge and not here at SAP. So we would object to lifting and ask that this be handled by the trial judge.
Right.
With that being said, she was ordered to stay away from 557 Westlake Avenue, which was her home and not the victims in this case. And it did result in her being displaced and not having the address. That's too bad.
Yeah, but she was aware she still had to report in, right?
Yes, Your Honor. And she is willing to return to court. She does live in the area. Her 2 children, are here as well. Her spouse, passed away after, which affected her housing as well. So she will return to court on this matter. So we're just asking for a reduction in the current bond.
How much is it?
The bond is currently set at 5,000 surety bond. So we're asking for either a signature bond or $1,000 surety bond.
And do you have anything to say to that, State?
I mean, the state would reiterate its objection. Also, it doesn't look like she's coming home. She has a foreign county hold out of Clayton also, presumably for that FTA that I mentioned earlier. So the state would just object and ask that this be handled by the trial court where it belongs.
The hold is for a traffic violation, but she does plan to resolve that so that she is released.
Not me. I installed them.
And I see on the calendar it's 2 days or more than that
I know what this one saying. Small sign.
on this charge.
Yeah.
She's been in custody how many days?
10 days currently, but she should have credit for 12 days.
Well, she's got to still go to Clayton. I will reduce the bond. She had how many cycles? ASG Shiraka?
1 second, Your Honor, I'll have that for you.
I have been arrested in 2023. Yeah, right. Maybe it's not. I did that.
10 cycles, Your Honor. Not including the arrest for the FTA here.
Oh, I don't understand that. I ain't commit no crime in 2023.
And the state's position was that she should stay on the 5,000 surety and go to the division judge?
Yes, the state's position is that the FTA shouldn't be modified. It was set by the trial judge, that being Judge Besson, I believe. Yes, that's correct. And should she see fit to lift it, uh, that should be a decision left for that calendar, especially with her previous FTAs.
And Your Honor, just to specify, we're not asking for the LTA to be lifted. We're only asking for a bond modification.
And that being an amount that Judge Besson set. So,
Right, the bond, was set by Judge Besson in 2023 or 4.
The FTA occurred, 2025, Your Honor.
All right, I will just go ahead and keep it the same, let it go back to the division judge. I will not modify the bond. I will let it go back to the division judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Judge, can you acknowledge me, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you acknowledge me?
No, your attorney's going to tell you not to speak. It'll be against your interest to probably speak. Didi Tucker?
You have the right to remain silent, Ms. Baptiste. I don't want you to discuss any of the facts of the case while you're on the record.
She wanted to let you all know that Pamela Johnson is related to her.
Oh, and who is Pamela Johnson?
She's the victim in the matter.
She's the victim?
yes, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Johnson, do you wish to briefly address the court? Normally I don't. It's a bond hearing and not a plea. I can't hear you. You're muted. Ms. Johnson? Can you hear me? If not, I'm going to move on. We have a large calendar. Can't hear you. Still can't. Nope, you probably have to sign off, sign back on if you didn't check both video and audio. Your audio may not be working. All right. I'm going to go ahead and send her back to the division judge. I'm not for sure what the victim will tell me at this moment. Except maybe she forgives her or something like that. But with her history, I'm not comfortable reducing the bond at this time.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
And Your Honor, Miss Johnson is back if you're, I'm not sure if you still want to hear for her on that case.
Ms. Johnson, I've gone ahead and ruled that she will go back to the division judge. I'm not inclined to reduce the bond today because of her history and the prior FTAs. I'm not for sure what you were trying to say or if it's going to matter with my decision. Okay. So you're fine with that? All right. Yeah, I still can't hear you. Your audio's not working. All right, let's move on.
We go to Mr. Shivers next, Judge.
I'm sorry?
Mr. Shivers, Cornell Shivers.
You don't know which position. Is it S or C?
It looks like position 53, Judge.
Thank you. This is Carneal Shivers, 18 CR 009914J. This a plea?
This is going to be a plea, Your Honor.
Okay. State.
For the charge of alcohol sale near church, school, building, or other sites, state's recommendation is 12 months served, 24 days, credit for time served. Balance suspended. Stay away from M. Agnes Jones Elementary School at 1040 Fair Street, Southwest Atlanta. We would ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. That is all for the state.
Okay. All right.
We can go back to.
And Mr. Shivers, understand that you wish to plead guilty, is that correct? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, do you wish to plead guilty today, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to swear you in, raise your right hand. You affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? Okay, put your hand down. I'm not getting audio. Let's see. Say yes again.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea today. All right. I think every other time I hear it, I'm not for sure what's wrong with the audio. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
Nope.
All right. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty today, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself? And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
All right, and you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct? Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
Nope.
Has anyone told you you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No.
And you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected or revoked because of the guilty plea today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes.
All right. And so I will accept your guilty plea. You have those conditions and to stay away from Agnes Jones Elementary School. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll accept the plea.
So we could go to position 36 and 37, Mr. Huff.
Okay. This is 25 CR 000392A, Roderick Huff, and 25 FTA 001897 for Roderick Huff.
Yes, Your Honor, to release of position number 36, the charges are for theft by receiving stolen property and forgery in the fourth degree. The state's recommendation as to theft by receiving stolen property is 12 months to serve 60 days. The defendant, Mr. Huff, is to receive credit for the time that he has served, and then the balance on probation. While on probation, we're asking that he complete an anti-theft course and to have no further contact or to stay away from Miss Barbara Talbot, and that's spelled Talbott. As it relates to count 2, the forgery in the 4th degree, the state is recommending a time served sentence. And that is the recommendation. On position number 37, upon pleading to position number 36, the state will enter a null pros on position number 37, which is the failure to appear. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, PD.
I do just want to ask for a quick clarification on the amount of time that Mr. Huff has served just prior to taking this plea, just so we can be clear on that. I believe on the calendar, it says here 9 days from January 24th, 2025 to February 1st, 2025 on both of those charges. But I'm unsure as to how much time he has credit for serving during this stint in the Fulton County Jail. My Odyssey will not work, so, because we do not have Wi-Fi here at the moment, in a weird way. At least not on my laptop.
You have that, DCSG run?
I don't, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's our policy not to really calculate the time.
Gotcha. All right, the sheriffs will do that. All right, anything else? Mr. Huff, you wish to take a plea, correct?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
When did Mr. Huff get into the jail this time? When was his?
You got broke in.
I apologize, Your Honor. We're just trying to get a quick answer on that.
October 2nd.
October.
What position is it?
That's all. Your Honor, we are going to proceed with the plea. I do apologize. Thank you all for your patience.
All right, so you ready for the plea?
Ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
I do.
All right, put your hand down for me. Gonna ask you a series of questions to make sure you do understand the plea. And the first one being, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
Oh, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
And has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
And you understand that if you are currently on probation, your probation could be affected or revoked due to the guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Do.
I'm sorry?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I will accept your guilty plea. All right.
Can we go to 55 and 56, Mr. Tarver?
All right.
Oh.
This is 19 CR 002588A, Quincy Tarver, and 25 FTA 001891. Quincy Tarver. And we have a plea today.
It'll be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, on position 55, the battery state's recommendation is 12 months served, 72 days, credit for time served, balance probated, 8-week anger management, no further contact with Rashadat Makanjula, stay away from 3860 Flat Shoals Road in Union City. As part of the agreement, upon acceptance of the plea to the battery charge, the state will null pros the FTA, position 56. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. And if we could sound for Rashadat Makanjula at this time.
Okay.
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Tarver, I understand that you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, I just have concerns with that, but I do wish to plead guilty.
I'm sorry?
Yes, I do wish to plead guilty. I just have some concerns with that.
You concerned with, let you talk to your attorney for a minute.
We're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Okay. So Mr. Tarver, do you wish to plead guilty today? I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna swear you in if you're ready to go, okay?
Yeah.
Raise your right hand for me. You affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty today?
No, ma'am.
And has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty today?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation may be revoked because of your guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am. That's all I had.
Okay. And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea. And then I guess the FTA will be dismissed
Yes, Your Honor.
or no process.
hmm
Okay.
You good. So we go to position 4748, Mr. Mims.
Okay.
What about Mr. Keller? And what position 42, Mr. Keller?
42. Keller, okay. This is 25 CR 005921G, Matthew Keller. All right.
I believe this is a plea judge negotiated the state on the criminal trespass and damage to property. State's recommendation, given that we spoke with the victim, this was yesterday, and he's actually not seeking restitution from the defendant. He just wants defendant to stay away from his property and presumably him. So the state's recommendation here is 12 months, served 32 days, credit for time served, balance probated, 20 hours community service, no further contact with Vitaly Bendiak. Stay away from 1775 Lyle Avenue in Atlanta. And if we could sound for Mr. Bendiak when appropriate, he did state he was in agreement with the plea. And we would also ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Mr. Bendiak. All right. So, Mr. Keller, I understand that you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. PD, have you stipulated?
We have, Your Honor.
All right. And I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea, Mr. Keller.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, raise your right hand for me. You affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The first question I have for you is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, no.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anyone told you to receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, Your Honor.
And has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be terminated or affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea.
Thank you.
Okay.
Who you have? ACDC, Ms. Tucker, ready for your. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Your Honor, I have an announcement. On position 51, Ms. Noble, we're asking for that to be reset till next week. She has private counsel.
All right. What would be that date, Ms. Champion?
October, 16th, Your Honor.
Is that okay, Ms. Champion? Ms. Champion? Okay. Are there any other resets today?
None for me, Your Honor.
State, we have any other resets?
I saw an announcement for a reset for Justin Browning, positions 5 and 6, that I believe, excuse me, let's see.
And I meant to ask that at the beginning, so I apologize.
Yeah, I believe that was a defense request for a reset to October 14th's calendar.
Okay, for 5 and 6.
And I don't see any other reset announcements from defense.
Okay. All right, who do we have next, deputies?
ACDC, we have, Ms. Collins, 18 and 19.
Okay.
Excuse me, ACDC, Attorney White is currently speaking with someone. Can you do one of my positions?
Yes,
That's it.
oh, okay, you have Ms. Bracken,
Yes, position 3.
Okay. This is 25 CR 005984Y, Tanisha Brackens. This will be a plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, on the criminal trespass, state's recommendation is 12 months, served 26 days. That's the credit for time served. Balance probated. We'd ask that she get a meeting with a social worker, BHET. Stay away from the Chevron at 4485 Washington Road in East Point, Georgia. Yeah, we would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea here. And that is all for the state.
All right.
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Brackens, I understand that you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to ask you a few questions to make sure you understand your plea today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the first question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney? Okay. And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you are giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes,
And has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty today?
no, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty today?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, that could be revoked or affected by pleading guilty today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea. Okay,
Thanks.
you're welcome.
Next is position 4, Ms. Broughton.
Okay. This is 25 CR 005919C. Tarika Broughton. And state.
Yes, Your Honor. Though I'm looking at this, statutorily, the plea would need to be different here. We would remove there's a restitution ask for $433. We would be fine taking that off, but there is, given a recent NOLO to the same offense from this year, we would be asking for a $500 fine per the statute. So I'm not sure if that changes the defense's calculation. It's roughly a $67 difference there, but the state's recommendation here would be 12 months, served 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated, anti-theft course, 40 hours community service, and $500 fine, as well as stay away from the Lululemon located at 675 Ponce de Leon Avenue, Northeast, in Atlanta. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Okay.
Ms. Broughton, would you like to proceed, or do I need to give you a call regarding the new terms?
Can't hear you, Ms. Broughton. I'm sorry? Need to speak with your attorney? Okay,
Yes, Your Honor, can we recall this case?
okay.
Come on. You can do position 47 and 48, Mr. Mims.
Okay, this is position 47 and 48, Melvin Mims. And he is, let's see, the first one is 25 CR 0011518. Second one, 25 FTA 001895. Date?
I didn't get an announcement on this one. Is this a negotiated plea?
This is going to be a plea.
All right.
Okay.
For position 47, the willful obstruction, state's recommendation is 12 months served, 22 days, credit for time served, balance probated, and a $300 fine. And position 48 would be null prost upon acceptance of the plea on position 47. We have no issues with termination after completion of the condition. And we would ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Okay.
And we so shall, Your Honor.
All right. And so, Mr. Mims, you ready to take a plea today?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth, under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Make sure you understand your plea today, all right? Okay, first question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, and do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer? And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. And has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation may be revoked or affected by the guilty plea today.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, and do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you want me to repeat it?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right, if you're okay, then I will accept your guilty plea, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Be blessed.
We go to position 26, Judge. Mr. Fabrizio.
All right.
Right.
26. This is 25 CR 005276C, Paul Furizios, maybe, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it.
Yes, ma'am.
Charged with 2 counts. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, as it relates to position number 26, the state on the first count of reckless conduct is recommending a sentence of 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served, and that the balance be on probation. That he receive a social work visit to undergo a behavioral health evaluation and treatment. And if treatment is necessary, to follow all guidelines related to that. And at this time, that he has no further contact with Andrew Samples. On count 2, the simple battery charge, we would ask for 12 months probation credit for time served to run concurrent with count 1. And that is the state's recommendation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Right.
Your Honor, we just accept the plea as negotiated. He has already had the social worker visit here at the jail. Just ask that his probation terminator go non-reporting once he completes all of the requirements.
All right, State, what do you say to that?
Your Honor, we're fine with that, but just with the understanding that non-reporting means that if there are any other violations, we could in fact still revoke, just as long as he understands that.
All right. All right, that's okay. Attorney White, PD White.
Yeah, that's typical, Judge, so yes.
Yeah. All right, good. Okay. Mr. Is it Forizos?
Excuse me, I'm Andrea Williams. I'm Saul's legal guardian and his mother. I'm present here in the courtroom or by Zoom. I thought that I would be able to speak.
No, he's taking a plea today, so I'm not for sure what you would need to say.
I'm his legal guardian. He's been found incompetent by the court, and I just wanted to have a say, but okay.
PD White.
I know nothing about him currently being incompetent, Judge. I spoke with him at the jail yesterday. He understood what was what we talked about, as far as I could tell.
There's a long history here. I've been speaking with his social worker, Ms. Burgess, and he's been under
court today. Miss Burgess is in court today, so I mean.
Ms. Burgess?
She knows the history. I'm just trying to get him into a safe environment. He's in and out of really bad situations because of his schizophrenia, and he needs, he's been under the care of the ACT team, and he does much better with the long-lasting antipsychotic shot. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, hold on a second. Don't want you to be discussing his medical history in open court. Ms. Burgess?
Yes, I did speak with Ms. Williams, and I did speak with Mr. Frazan, and he does currently have a mental health diagnosis. He's currently taking his meds here at the jail, but he's wanting to go ahead forward with the plea. I talked to him and told him that what his mom is wanting for him, but he wants to deal with his case today.
Your Honor, I'd ask for a breakout room because I would like to find out whether or not there is in fact a plan for treatment as a result of the evaluation that was done. That may very well make me change my recommendation as to whether or not the probation should be non-reporting or reporting.
Mm-hmm.
Although I know that we as attorneys know what it means to be non-reporting. I'm not sure that every defendant understands that. So I'd ask for a breakout room.
All right.
And I'd ask for Miss Andrea Williams to be a part of it. Thank you.
Okay. Can you put us in a breakout, please?
Judge, we're gonna go to courtroom 1 for the breakout room. Give us a minute for that one.
All right. How many do you have left there in courtroom 2?
I have 3.
All right. We'll do the breakout first.
You don't want to finish the 3, Judge?
Huh? If you want to finish the 3 and do him last, that's fine.
Let's do that, Judge.
Let's do that. Okay. Let's finish them and then we'll do the breakout.
So we can do position 49 and 50.
Okay.
So it's kind
All right. This is position 49, which is Brian Newcomb. I'm sorry, case number 25 CR 005972G. And then he also has a second case, which is number 50. Are we doing both? 22 CR 000206G.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Position number 50 was already has a disposition on it. It was posed back on November 2024. So there's no that case has already been resolved. We just working with position 49.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So we're just doing 49, one ending in 972G. Okay. Thank you.
That would slightly change the structure of the plea. The time to serve would be the same. For
Okay.
position 49, state's recommendation would be 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated, BHET, no further contact with Ricardo Mejia, stay away from 2134 Malante Drive in Atlanta, and 40 hours community service. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Okay. PD?
I apologize, Your Honor. Could we have one brief second? Really, really brief, just with the new term there.
Okay.
We are all good to proceed, Your Honor. And yes, we do so stipulate.
All right, Mr. Newcomb, I understand you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct? Okay, I'm going to swear you in. First, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? Okay, I can barely hear you. Speak up a little bit for me.
Yeah.
Okay, put your hand down for me. Got a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea, okay? All right, first one being, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
No, ma'am.
Okay, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up or waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes,
And that you are giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be revoked or affected by a guilty plea?
Breakout session.
Okay. And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you? I didn't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I will accept your guilty plea.
Can you tell me my release date?
I'm sorry?
My release date. My
To
release date.
I will discuss that with him, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Next is position 18 and 19, Deidre Collins.
This will be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
This is 25 CR 002147E, Deidre Collins, and 25 FTA 001893.
Yes, Your Honor, as relates to position number 18 for Ms. Collins, count 1 is battery family violence. The state is recommending 12 months probation credit for time served, that Ms. Collins undergo 24-week of a family violent intervention program, and that there be no further violent contact with the victim in this case. That Ms. Collins also undergo a mental health evaluation and treatment if necessary or recommended. And there's to be no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. On count 2, the state will enter a null pros on the possession of marijuana with less than an ounce. And on position 19, the failure to appear in 25 FTA 001893, upon plea to position number 18, the state will in fact enter a null process. It relates to position number 19 as well.
All right. Mr. White?
Your Honor, we just asked to accept the plea as negotiated and ask that her probation go to non-reporting when she completes all of her requirements.
All right. DCSG Roads?
No objection.
Okay. All right. She will go non-reporting once she's completed the conditions. And Ms. Collins, understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct? I'm sorry? Can't hear you. Let's see if they can turn on your.
Correct.
Okay. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down for me. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time? Okay, and are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney? I'm sorry?
Yes, I'm satisfied.
Okay, and do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, I understand.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, I understand.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
I understand. Yes, I understand.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
I'm prepared.
Okay. And has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No,
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
no.
All right, and you do understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be revoked or affected by the guilty plea today.
I understand.
And so do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you? Okay, all right, I will accept your guilty plea, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And for purposes of the paperwork, Ms. Young, the victim, I believe, is Jordan Foster.
Okay,
Thank you.
Are we going back to Ms. Broughton?
you can. This is position 4.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Broughton, do you wish to take a guilty plea today?
Yes.
You do? Okay. I'm trying to remember. Did I swear you in? If not, I'll do it again. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? Okay, put your hand down for me. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions and I need to be able to hear your responses so they can be recorded. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time? Can't hear you.
No.
Okay. And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
Okay. And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence? Huh?
Yes.
Okay. That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer? And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today? And has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty? Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty? Okay, and you do understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be revoked or affected by a guilty plea today. Okay, and do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you? Huh? Okay, can't hear you guys there.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I will accept your guilty plea.
And PD Tucker, were you able to see my message? I sent it to courtroom 2.
So that, position 1 and 2 is actually Mr. White's client.
Oh, okay. I'll send it his way then.
Okay, thank you.
Next is position 16, Mr. Carter.
This will be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Right. This is 25 CR 005966A, Sharm Carter.
Yes, Your Honor, as it relates to position number 16, on count 1, the criminal trespass and damage to property, the state is recommending 12 months probated sentence, credit for time served. We are asking that Ms. Carter complete 20 hours of community service. On count 2, disorderly conduct, the state is offering 12 months probation, credit for time served, that there be an alcohol drug evaluation and treatment if necessary. Your Honor, as it relates to counts 1 and 2, the state is recommending that those counts, because of the defendant's criminal history, run consecutive to one another. And so we're looking at a global of 24 months credit for time served, that the alcohol drug evaluation and treatment take place, as well as the community service will take place. And on count 3, the obstruction, we will enter a null process and dismiss count 3.
Okay. All right, PD Tucker, that's your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor, that is our understanding of the plea, and we do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea. It is my request to the court that, once the terms of the probation are complete, that, the court allow for the second year of probation to go non-reporting or to terminate.
Okay.
Your Honor, we'd ask that for the second term of the 12 months, that the probation remains. We are fine with it going non-reporting if those conditions are complete. We think that that would be an incentive for Ms. Carter to complete the conditions within the first year. But based on the criminal history, we'd ask that it be still non-reporting with the understanding that if more activity were to arise, we could still revoke that last 12 months.
All right, you understand that, Ms. Carter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you ready to take your plea?
I'll be guilty to baritone.
I'm sorry?
I'll be guilty.
Okay, you ready to plead guilty. All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? Okay, put your hand down for me. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding? No, okay. Can't hear her, AC/DC.
She has a very hoarse voice, and she end up speaking a little low.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, I am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence? Okay. That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself? All right. And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer? Okay. And you are prepared to give up and waive these rights today, is that correct? Okay. And has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
Okay. Has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No.
All right. Do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be revoked or affected by a guilty plea today? All right. And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you? Okay. All right. I'll accept your guilty plea.
Next is position 57 and 58. Ms. Wilkins.
Okay.
This will be a negotiated plea as well, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor. On position 57, the criminal trespass states recommendation here is 12 months, served 24 days, credit for time served, balance probated, BHET, stay away from the woods at Camp Creek apartment complex that is located at 3222 Kennelwood Drive in East Point, and 20 hours community service. Upon acceptance of the plea, the state will null pros position 58, the FTA. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
All right. And PD Tucker, is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor, that's our understanding, and we do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Great. All right, Ms. Wilkins, do you wish to plead guilty today? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, make sure you understand the plea, okay?
Ma'am.
First one is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
Ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to the trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, right?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. And so what else? Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
All right. And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be revoked or affected by the guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And so do you voluntarily and freely, with the full understanding of the charges against you, offer this guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused, Your Honor? We've finished your case. Please.
Okay.
Your Honor, we can go to position 39, Mr. Jackson.
All right. This is Dante Jackson, 25 CR 005937G. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Your Honor, this is position number 39. Mr. Jackson, the state's recommendation on the sole count of the criminal trespass is 12 months to serve 40 days, that he receives credit for the time that he has served, and that the balance be on probation. We're asking that he undergoes a behavioral health evaluation and treatment prior to his release. We're also asking that he completes 40 hours of community service. He is to stay away from 505 Cortlandt Street Apartments. And that is the state's recommendation. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Do you also stipulate PDs?
Oh, we do, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Jackson, I understand that you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea. The first one is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
No.
All right. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
And excuse me, do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Correct.
And do you understand that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty? And has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No,
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be revoked or affected because of the plea today. And so do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you? I didn't hear you.
no,
Okay, so you're wishing to plead guilty to the charge of criminal trespass, is that correct?
right.
All right. Sounds good.
And Your Honor, if I may add, I would just request as well that after completion of that 40 hours, probation either go non-reporting or terminate.
Jake?
Your Honor, in addition to the 40 hours of community service, there's a behavioral health evaluation. And if there's treatment necessary, I ask that he comply with all standards for our recommendations as it relates to the treatment. So if there is no treatment necessary, then I would not object. But however, if there is, I ask that he be on for the entire 12 months to comply with the doctor's orders.
All right. Understand that, counsel? So it'll just depend on the outcome of the evaluation, all right, PD?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. And is that everything?
For Mr. Jackson, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Your Honor, we can go to positions 1 and 2. Benjamiah. Benjamiah. I believe that might be it.
It's also add-on, calendar judge. So,
Okay. Oh, I see the case on the add-on. All right, this is 23 CR 007765S. Mr. Benjamiah, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. Second case rather, 23 CR 007766C, a second count of criminal trespass, and then 25 CR 005981C, 1 count of criminal trespass. That's all 3.
And Mr. White, did you see my message to you in the chat?
I responded, I'm sorry, I responded not to you, but to courtroom 2. Actually, Mr. Rhodes had already sent an offer.
Yeah.
Oh, for the add-on? Okay.
Correct. And it was,
Yeah, I did. Mr. White reached out. Thanks for reminding me about the add-on. So,
All right.
and well, I'll tell you what, Mr. White, take who's ever is better.
yours was.
Because you get 2 offers.
Got it. All right.
Your Honor, as it relates to the add-on, position 1 on the calendar, on the add-on calendar, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 45 days, but that 45 days be commuted to the time that he's already served, that the balance be suspended, and that he stay away. I believe that the stay away is from Exxon gas station, and that address, I'm sorry, let me grab that. I had that address. 1105 Holcomb Bridge Road, I believe is the address. Weird thing, they said that he had to stay away from 2022. I don't even know how that works. Management change, ownership change of these things. But we just asked for during this period that he stay away from that location at this time. And then on the other 2 positions, Your Honor, because of the age of those, I believe I heard one was in 2020. And is that what I heard? 2020?
They're 2023.
2023. We're just recommending time served on both those cases.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Mr. White?
Nothing further, Judge.
Okay. All right. Mr. Is it Benjamiah? Can't hear you.
And that is correct, Judge. It's Benjamiah.
It's Benjamiah. Okay. All right. The mic's on there, courtroom 2.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, raise your right hand for me, Mr. Benjamiah. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, put your hand down for me. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand what your plea is for today. The first one is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
All right. And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty today, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you, I'm sorry, has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation, that probation could be revoked or affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you also, again, plead guilty and freely and voluntarily agree to this guilty plea with the full understanding of the charges against you and those conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Your
right. Thank you.
Your Honor, we can go to positions 22 and 23, Mr. Dudley.
Okay. This is 25 CR 001429F, Ja'Cory Dudley, and 25 CR 005366F, Ja'Cory Dudley.
That's correct, Judge. And those are negotiated pleas. I was not able to speak with him until this morning.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, as it relates to position number 22, Ja'Cory Dudley, the state's offer is 12 months to serve 90 days. Credit for time served. The balance is on probation. We're asking that on count 22 that he complete a 24-week family violence intervention program. He's to have no further violent contact with Ashanti Barber and then also to stay away from 2040 Stanton Road, I believe apartment F12 in East Point, Georgia. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Position number 23, Your Honor, we're asking for 12 months to serve 90 days, credit for time served, balance on probation, and that he the person that prepared this asked for 12-week anger management. I'm going to strike that because I do believe that will be handled under the Family Violence Intervention Program. So no further contact with Maurice Hollis, and that he completes 40 hours of community service, and that he stay away from the same address, the 2040 Stanton Road in East Point, Georgia. So the global recommendation is for, and basically position number 23 to run concurrent with position number 22. So the global recommendation is 12, serve 90, credit for time served, balance probated, 24-week FVIP, no further violent contact with Ashanti Barber, stay away from 2040 Stanton Road in East Point, and 40 hours of community service. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. White, that's it?
Yes, Your Honor, we would just ask that the probation go to non-reporting upon completion of all of his requirements.
No objections.
Okay. He can go non-reporting once he completes his conditions. Mr. Dudley, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. All right, do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Make sure you understand your plea. All right. The first question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding today?
No, ma'am.
All right. And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Ma'am.
All right. And do you understand that by pleading guilty today, that you're giving up or waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you are agreeing to waive those rights today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're on probation, that probation could be revoked or affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Ma'am.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea, Mr. Dudley.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh. Next.
Your Honor, we can go to position 26.
Okay. $26.
It's
We
Mr.
already, oh,
Yes,
that's right. Bringing them back. That's right. Is it Forizos, maybe? I think I'm mispronouncing it.
That was actually pretty,
That's pretty good for a first try. Okay. All right. 25 CR 005276C. And that's Paul Farizios. State, go ahead.
yes. In courtroom 2, madam, I'm sorry, I've seen you a couple of times, but what's your name?
Burgess.
Miss Burgess.
Miss Burgess. Okay, Miss Burgess. Thanks so much for being here. What I wanted to ask in particular was about the
Hold on
behavioral.
a second. Are we in breakout or not? I thought we were supposed to be in breakout.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go to a breakout or you want me to stop?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
put you in a breakout room.
Judge,
Thank
she
you.
could just stop recording.
Well, and his mom, did she come back or
She's
stay
back. I
on?
had put her in a breakout, but she's back. I can put her back in there.
Oh,
Okay. I forgot. Oh, we had her in the breakout all the time. Guess you wonder why we never came in there with her.
Ms. Williams, do you see where you can return back to breakout? Ms. Williams,
Hi, I'm here.
okay, it should let you go back in that breakout room.
Okay, I'm gonna try here. Let me see.
It should move you right back in there.
It didn't. Last time it did, but I was by myself.
I know, I put you in there, but since you already assigned to that room. hit the
Okay.
Button.
I mean, it says if I leave this one, will it put me in there? Because I don't see, last time it just automatically put me in there, but I don't see a way to go there.
Yeah, because I've already requested you to join the room. So you have to go back and hit rejoin.
Yeah, that's what I'm not seeing. Hold on, let me try something different. Doesn't say rejoin anywhere.
So it's not giving me, it's not letting me put you back in that room
Let me see.
because you already joined when I sent you the first request.
Are you able to create a new breakout room and maybe
No,
just?
because everybody is already in there. I'm trying to get Ms. Williams to rejoin it because I already have put her in there.
I understand, but it's not giving me the option like it did before.
Hold on 1 second. Mr. Sirocco, were you going in the breakout room also?
No, that's all right. Deputy Rhodes has it, and I have a bunch of null process to send to the court.
Okay. So Ms. Williams, oh, she's in one. She in there. Okay.
We lost the judge.
Okay. All right. This is position 26, Paul Forizos. 25 CR 005276C, charged with 2 counts. State. Oh, you're on mute.
Yes, I believe that before we broke, the state did put its recommendation on the record. However, before we left, the state was inclined to agree with non-reporting after completing conditions. The state has changed its position, and we're asking that all 12 months have to be reporting. We don't have an opinion as it relates to fees to the probation department, however. But we're asking that while on probation, the full 12 months of probation, that Mr. Forizos comply with all doctors' requirements as it relates to medications and comply with any and all treatment plans that he have. And that he has the behavioral health evaluation, and if that evaluation recommends treatment, that he complies with that treatment as well. And that is the amendment to where we were before we left.
We would just ask that you waive all 12 months of probation fees. He's unemployed. Sounds like he's probably unemployable. So that I don't expect that to change anytime soon. So we would just ask for a fee waiver, especially considering he's got to be on the entire time.
All right, I will grant a full 12-month fee waiver. Although they'll probably get me, but they don't like to hear the full 12, but I will do that in this case. And so, Mr. Forizos, are you ready to take a plea? All right, raise your right hand. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down for me. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would render you unimpaired with your understanding right now?
No, ma'am.
All right. And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence? That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself? That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer? Did you say yes? Can't hear you. Hello?
Yes.
Okay. And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
All right. And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be revoked or affected by this guilty plea? All right. And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, miss.
Okay. All right. I will accept your guilty plea and good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. All right, where are we now? Is that the last plea?
Believe so, Judge.
Okay.
So, courtroom 2, are we not going to give Mr. Franklin position 27 and 28?
Come on, Mr. White.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, I was trying to speak with, Paul or the guardian of Paul, this for a reason.
Can we go ahead and do it? Sure. Did you have that?
He's on today's calendar.
So why did they bring him? Why did they bring him? Why did they bring him? Do you know why they brought him? Possibly. Yeah, stand by on Mr. Franklin. We're going to get him now.
Oh, you know.
Judge, in the meantime, we have a couple of DV bench warrant cases. I'm not sure if they are,
Yeah, we can do those. Can we do those?
I'm not sure if they're on, but
Probation.
they will need to be, spoken to. It's not a probation issue,
I
Judge.
mean,
Yeah.
I do see, I believe, Byron Dominguez Zapeta is represented by Miss McLeod. I think she's unavailable right now. She says she's delayed in another jurisdiction.
Okay.
And I'm seeing you also needed a Spanish interpreter. Well, hold on. So Byron is, and then we have a Oscar. Oscar needed a Spanish interpreter.
And we also have a Tamika Reed.
It looks like both of the Dominguez, they need a Spanish interpreter. But it wasn't flagged, but I see it on there when I open it up.
do we have one available?
I'll call for one now. Well, Ms. McLeod is in another court for Mr. Byron. Let me see, can I find this Spanish? Is Oscar on? Oh yeah, he's on. And Tamika Reed, are you on? Tamika Reed.
Can we?
I'm on. My bad. It was muted.
Who?
You hear me?
Start your video. I just sent you a message to start your video. You're gonna have to stop walking too.
And who is that? Is that Mr. Reed? Is it?
Each of those, like get out the
Those are the DV ones.
The DV reset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello.
Who is on iPhone, on the iPhone there?
Sir, unmute yourself and can you be still, please? Or you trying to get to an area where you can talk?
Yeah, I was trying to get to an area.
Okay, what's your name?
So my
Michael Reed. Okay.
All right.
Are you going in the breakout with him, Mr. White?
Yes, please.
Okay. Mr. Reed, pay attention to your phone. I'm about to send you in the breakout room with the PD.
all right.
Mr. White, did he give you a message to go back to room 1?
I got no message.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'll
Okay.
just put you in another room.
Can we reset Miss McLeod's cases? Would that affect them, or are we? Because I won't be able to
Only
wait.
one case is Miss McLeod's case.
And we're going to need an interpreter as well, Judge. So I don't see, there's no harm they are out. I mean, resetting them to Tuesday.
Right. Can we do that?
I don't have a problem with it. Do they have someone to say so they understand their reset date?
I don't know. Who is this in courtroom 2?
This is Mr. Franklin.
Okay. We can do him real quick and then.
Well, can you relay the offer to Mr. Franklin for me while I deal with this? Thank you.
I'm sorry, I don't know why all the rooms open back up. But Mr. White and Mr. Reed is in the breakout.
Ready for Mr. Franklin? Or is she still talking? You know, Chanel, I'm getting nervous.
We're almost done. Let's see if I can get the Spanish interpreter to log on. Mr. Dominguez.
That's gonna
either one of
take a
you
long
all,
time. Do they have to talk to them as well?
They do. So I'm about to reset them on Tuesday, but I need for them to unmute.
See, they haven't even spoken to him. I gotta talk to him.
Yeah, they never speak to them until it's time right before court.
Judge, for both of, I know
Mhm.
it's the translator is an issue here, but the state wouldn't object to lifting either positions 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
With the bench warrant there, they both missed the same plea and arraignment
Okay.
date, and it looks like they've changed they're both living together at a different location. It looks like they've updated that address with the court.
Okay. So positions 1 and 2.
Your Honor, I'm still gonna get an interpreter they were still
Yeah.
gonna have to log on and translate it. I'm calling Miss Chancey now.
Yeah, I just wanted to let the court know.
Virginia, I'll call you right back. Somebody's calling.
Your Honor, I've spoken with Mr. Reed.
Okay.
My understanding is that this is the first time he's missed court on this, that the clerk does have a correct address for him. So we're just asking that the bench warrant be set aside.
All right.
And I want to confirm, is that what I see on file is there was no return to sender notice for this one. Is his apartment number 1600 or 1601?
Mr. Reed? Mr. Reed?
1601.
Okay, well, if they're on the reset, it says 1600. On his original, warrant, the address was 1600.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure it's because the address currently on file, I see it looks like it's 1601.
That's thing.
Okay, so it's unit 1601, not 1600.
Yeah, so the building is 1600 and my door number is 1601.
1601 Belcourt Parkway, unit.
Unit 1600, door 1601.
Okay, so that may be the issue there. I think it should say unit 1601 then. Well, that would need to be changed with the court.
Miss
Okay.
Young, are we good on that?
What up, David?
What's that?
I'll update it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, and no objection to lifting the bench.
Okay. All right, then we'll lift the bench warrant.
All right, Mr. Reed, you're free to go. Remember what we said, though.
But check the mailbox. Well, you know how soon I should be seeing something in the mailbox?
I
Or
don't.
just check it. Yeah, all right, I got you.
And then you can also check online every couple weeks to see if you had a court date scheduled. With
All right.
county.
Am I searching my name?
That's a good question. I'm not sure right off but it should be relatively self-evident what you need to do. But
all right.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate it.
All right. Good luck.
Your Honor, for position 27 and 28, Mr. Franklin, it's gonna be a negotiated plea on that.
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Tucker. I can take it from here if you want. Doesn't matter. Thank you.
All right. Go ahead with the plea.
Yes, Your Honor. For position 27, do you say 27 or 47?
27.
Okay, thank you. For the Loiter Prowl, state's recommendation is 12 months or 45 days with the balance to be suspended and to stay away from North Avenue Apartments that is located at 120 North Avenue, Northwest Atlanta. And as upon agreement, acceptance of the plea here, the FTA position 28 will be Noel Prost. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
So stipulated, Your Honor. Nothing further.
All right. Mr. Franklin, I understand that you wish to take a plea. Is that correct?
Ma'am?
I understand that you wish to take a plea. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Make sure you understand the plea, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can put your hand down. All right. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
You've given up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer.
Yes, ma'am.
And that you are giving up the right to hear and confront your accusers.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're prepared to waive these rights today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
And has anyone promised anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation can be revoked or affected by a guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Ms. Lucia should be signing on in a second. And I just want to verify that address for Mr. Reed. I have 1600 Belcourt Parkway, unit 1601.
1601 is the unit number, correct? I think that
Okay.
was confusion.
But 1600 is correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, are we ready for the competency calendar? Is Mr. Bartell available?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, we have Madam Interpreter online.
You can address the Domingos, but we also have a competency calendar with like 20 individuals.
Which are we gonna do first?
Yeah, good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Yeah, Judge, I'm ready to begin the competency calendar. Just let the court know, we don't have an offer on one of the cases. I emailed, I'm not sure which ASG is handling the case. Mr. Schrocker, is it you or Mr.
It
Rhodes?
should be Deputy Rhodes.
Okay, yeah, because there's one client on the calendar, Judge, who I think will be able to enter a plea. He's asked what the state's offer is. So I'm waiting to receive that. We would need a court reporter for that. But other than that, I'm ready to start the calendar.
As it relates to that position, I believe 1 through 3 acquired.
Yes, sir.
We don't have an offer. I see that it's been on this calendar since April.
Right.
And Shelley usually handles this. Deputy Chief Falk usually handles this.
I understand you need an opportunity to look into it.
Yes.
What we'll do is reset the case to Tuesday, state all purpose, and I'd be willing to handle the case at that time if y'all could get an offer by then.
Well, I don't want to put it back on a state all purpose calendar because it's on the competency calendar. I'm going to have to check with the staff and Judge Richardson's courtroom to ascertain what is going on with the case. It appears that we played a case out on a case was played out on last week. I know that Miss Evans Battle was covering for me. that they were quite upset about because they had a plan of action for that person and she pled it out to time served. So I'm going to have to look into this case before I make an offer to find out what is going on in mental health court with this case.
Okay, well, is it in another courtroom? I mean, I don't understand.
Is Judge Richardson and his team also?
Well, nobody's communicated to me that they have any plans with this cases.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just need to look into it, but if it can be reset to another competency calendar and not a state all-purpose calendar, that would definitely give me the time, Mr. Bartell.
Well, in that event, Your Honor, could we reset it for 1 week? Number is 133.
Yes.
Yes, that will be the 16th, next Thursday, correct?
I'm sorry, Judge.
That will be the 16th, next Thursday, correct?
Yes, the 11 a.m. And Mr. Rhodes can get back with an offer at that time.
Yes.
And I had contemplated on the current charge, I had contemplated there might be additional time. So that's one reason I'm willing to agree to that.
And Judge, we have an interpreter here. How are we going to handle the Dominguez's? Are we resetting them or?
I was trying to reset them, but state, are we able? Is that going to affect anything?
I believe we can reset them. Shouldn't be a problem as long as, the announcement is made to them that it's being reset. I mean, we intend on, like, based on what we see, not objecting to the lifting of the bench warrant. So, that's where the state is.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, let me see. I'm just trying to figure out which Oscar would be ours. I can go ahead and submit the bench warrant set aside, Mr. Scirocco, or no?
That would be fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah, we just
Okay.
need to communicate that to him.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Lucy, if you could tell Oscar Dominguez that his bench warrant has been set aside, and Byron Dominguez, his case is going to be reset into Tuesday because his attorney isn't available.
Right. So that'll be 14.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, do you just need me to tell them that? I don't know where they are.
Yes. I don't need it now.
They are on Zoom. They're both muted right now, but you could just make that announcement maybe.
Okay, I'll have them. Okay. El señor Oscar Domínguez y el señor Byron Domínguez, si pueden abrir su cámara y su micrófono, por favor. Y el señor, solamente es su micrófono también, señor Oscar, y el señor Byron Domínguez, estoy esperando su cámara. Tal vez
Muy bien,
micrófono abierto, pero no le veo en su cámara.
exacto. Sí, ahorita es que necesita configuración, me dice.
Okay, so he's Mr. Byron Dominguez is trying to get his camera on, Your Honor. And do you need to speak to them, or do I just tell them what Mr. White said?
Yes, just tell them what Mr. White said.
Okay, so just to confirm, for Oscar, we're going to set aside the bench warrant, and for Byron, it has been moved to next Tuesday, 10/14.
Correct.
Okay, and okay, señor Oscar, la orden judicial de arresto en contra suya se la van a quitar.
Ok,
Y
gracias.
el señor Byron, usted necesita volverse a presentar, asegúrese que pueda prender su cámara ese día, el 14 de octubre, en una semana.
14 de octubre.
Sí, el 14 de octubre.
Y muy bien. Y una pregunta, ¿y por qué sería? Aunque nuevamente me tengo que volver a presentar. O porque
Okay,
no
so
me ven o algo.
He wants to know why he needs to come back in a week.
Because his attorney is unable to be here today. She's in another courtroom.
Porque el abogado que le va a representar, su abogada, no puede estar presente el día de hoy, está en otra tribunal.
Oh, muy bien, entonces para el 14.
Okay, very well. So on the 14th.
Yes.
Sí.
Muy bien. Está bien,
Okay,
gracias.
eso es todo y se pueden desconectar. I'm gonna, should I go? They
lo
can
que
disconnect, Your Honor.
Una
¿Qué es lo que
preguntita, ¿a qué horas?
Oh, Mr. Byron Dominguez is asking what time?
Same time.
A la misma hora. Same link, Mr. White?
Yes.
tengo
En la
una,
misma
tengo
hora y
una,
el mismo enlace de internet.
Muy bien. Con
tengo-
con todo toda la hoja que tengo acá entonces, a las 11 de la mañana, el
Sí,
14. Muy
sí.
bien.
una pregunta, ¿qué es lo que procederá conmigo?
Okay, so Mr. Byron Dominguez knows that he has to follow the same instructions from the sheet of paper that he had. So he'll log in at 11 a.m. on the 14th. Mr. Oscar Dominguez wants to know what will happen to him now. I did inform him that his warrant was set aside.
He'll receive notice in the mail for his next court date.
Va a recibir una notificación en su correo normal para la próxima corte que tiene.
And can we confirm that his address is 101 Pioneer Drive?
What I was just about to do. Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
Su dirección continúa siendo 101 Pioneer Drive.
Sí, es la misma.
Yes, the same.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bueno,
Eso es todo
gracias.
entonces.
Muchas
Gracias.
gracias. Feliz día.
Okay.
Adiós.
All right. So they said thank you very much. Can somebody give me their case numbers, please? I didn't get that really quick. I'm
In the
sorry.
chat for you, Miss Lucia.
Thank you so much. And if that is all my business for the court today, Judge Mency, may I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll see you next time.
You too.
And I believe that we have I guess we need to go over the calendar.
Your Honor, do you want to do the competency first, or do you want to go over the calendar?
Doesn't matter, whichever's the quickest.
If you go over the calendar, then we can excuse the ones that don't need to be here.
Thank you. Yep.
I'll go over the calendar, Your Honor. Is Mr. Bartell ready for the competency?
I don't see him. He was in there.
Ready to proceed as soon as we're done with the calendar.
So I'm ready, Judge.
Oh, okay.
I can go over the calendar quickly, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
1 was a plea, position number 2 was a plea, position number 3 was a plea, position number 4 was a plea, position number 5 is reset to the SAP 1014, position number 6, reset to the SAP 1014, position 7, 8, and 9 were pleas, position 10 was a plea, position 11 and 12 were non-pros, position 13 was a non-pros, position 14 and 15 are reset for the notice jail jury. Position number 16 was a plea. Position 17 was reset for the notice jail jury. Position 18 was a plea. Position 19 was a non-pros. Position 20 and 21 was reset for the notice jail jury. Position 22 was a plea. Position 23 was a plea. Position 24, I don't have any announcement.
That is reset to 1016.
Thank you. Position 25, Foster, I don't have an announcement.
That one's reset to 1014. It's going to be a plea, but he's going to be released to pad. So we're going to have to get that scheduled for Wednesday.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Position 26 was a plea. Position 27 was a plea. Position 28 was a non-pros. Position 29 and 30 is reset for the notice jail jury. Position 31 reset for the notice jail jury. The same announcements for 32 and 33. Position 34 was a plea. Position 35 is reset for the notice jail jury. Position 36 was a plea. Position 37 was a non-pros. Position 38 was a plea. Position 39 was a plea. Position 40 is reset for the notice jail jury. 41, same announcement. Position 42 was a plea. Position 43 was a plea. Position 44 was a non-pros. Position 45, I don't have an announcement.
I believe there was a bond hearing, yes or no?
Your Honor, position number 45, Mr. Miles, would like to waive arraignment and plead not guilty, be set to a jail jury at a later date.
Thank you. Position 47 was a plea, position 43 was a non-pros, position 49 was a plea. Position 50 was FE on final disposition on 11/21/24. Position 51 is reset to the SAP 10/16. Position 52 was reset further notice jail jury. Position 53 was a plea. Position 54 was a plea. Position 55 was a plea. 56 was non-pros. 57 was a plea. 58 was non-pros. The add-on 1 was a plea. Add-on 2 is reset further notice jail jury. Any questions?
No question.